Because it wasn't, paint us the picture of the stadium that you had in mind. Is it a closed roof? Is it open roof? How many does it seat? What does it look like?
Look, the great thing about that location is a few things. One, despite what everybody says, you don't need to build any infrastructure of any sort to build a football stadium in that location. For a couple reasons. One, on Saturdays and Sundays when the majority of your events would be played, there are 35,000 empty parking spaces within a mile walk of that facility. Okay, now you walk from a corner of Dodger Stadium's parking lot to Dodger Stadium, you walk a mile. Every building in downtown is empty, every one. And you can, since the partner of the venture owns Staples Center and owns the Kings and 35% of the Lakers, you can schedule around any conflicts with any of those leagues. So there will be no other events going on, and you don't have to worry about a single parking space anywhere. Secondly, the convention center, there's lots of days where there's 100,000 people at the convention center going to the car show, and there's a Laker game, and that night there's a concert at Nokia Theater. So that area is built for mass aggregations of people, right? So you're not creating a mass aggregation of people where that's never happened before. And lastly, and this kind of shocks people in LA, if it was opened in 2016 or 15, depending on timing, it would be the most mass transit friendly stadium in the NFL. Because once they get the gold line extended, the red line extended, every line terminates within a block of that building. So what you're talking about with a football stadium, if you have 60,000 seats plus or minus, that really means you have 20,000 cars, right? Because roughly 3 people to a car for football games, or at least that's the industry average. If you take 5,000 cars off the road by public transportation, which by the way is not a lot, and I think you'd do more, you've had a significant impact on the ability of people to get to your stadium. And so you put all those things together, combined with the fact that it will have a roof on it and it will be attached to a convention center in a city that once it's built can attract any convention of any size on a competitive balance with any convention facility in the world, and you have the most highly utilized NFL stadium ever, right? I mean, if you think about NFL stadiums today, there's one that has 2 teams, but almost no other events because it's in bad weather and it's outside. You have one now, but never did before, a major college, and that's Miami with the University of Miami. You could argue University of Pittsburgh is a valuable tenant in where the Steelers play, but not really. I would be shocked if there's an NFL stadium that has more than 25 days a year of events over 40,000 people. And we're guaranteeing a lot more days with that, with a lot more people than that. And that's because of the kind of events you can attract to a stadium that has a roof and is attached to a convention center and is in Los Angeles. That is a unique set of circumstances that no other city can compete with.
I guess you, hell of a pitch, by the way.